We are as sick as our secrets, the secrets that we keep to ourselves. Over time, this actually makes the spirit sick and less healthy. Just bottling up these things that you deem as shameful enough to keep secret. It poisons yourself over time, poisons the mind, body, and soul. And without confiding in somebody about your inadequacies and your secrets, this level of illness is going to continue to make you more and more low vibrational and unhealthy and sick the deeper and longer you hold on to these things. Because these secrets and these traumas, the longer you keep a hold of them, the more and more coercive and cyclical your health declines. The more power these secrets have in your life, and you start identifying with them, and your character actually builds from the pretenses of these secrets and of these things that you are keeping locked up in the deep dark corners of your psyche and of your soul. Without having a friend or a family member or a lover that you're able to confide in and have that level of rebuction on the table, you cannot get over and get past these things that you are hiding without that relationship with others. Every hidden thing that you suppress, shame, guilt, trauma, envy, festers like a untreated infection. What you don't confess, you carry, and what you carry, you eventually become. Unspoken secrets rot your soul. They tamper with your health and your energy. You're able to forage as a person. The darkness inside of you doesn't stay contained, but it bleeds into your relationships and your social life and your job and your hobbies and the proclivity in which you like doing those things. It affects your destiny, your body, your mind, your spirit, and everybody around you. And these secrets that you keep manifest as sicknesses over time. The body keeps a score. Repressed guilt and unspoken shame manifest over time as anxiety, fatigue, digestive issues, inflammation, and even autoimmune responses. The soul's burden over time becomes the body's disease that it has to deal with. Some call it stress, but more accurately, it could be described as spiritual toxicity. A secret is like mold behind a wall. You're not able to see it or sense it until the air becomes literally poisonous. Secrets are silent energy leaks. Every lie, omission, or hidden truth, it demands yourself more energy to maintain that falsity, to maintain those lies, and to maintain this false identity that you're curating over time. And therefore, your energy levels are actually diminished compared to what they could be if you got rid of these secrets and rebuked them in some sort of fashion. The more secrets you hold, the more fragmented you become as a person. You feel less present, less peace, less joy. You're seriously a shell of a man or a shell of a woman that you could have been, but that shell is only temporary, and you're able to remove it through rebuction and a genuine heart posture of wanting to be forgiven and wanting to forgive yourself and wanting to turn over that new leaf, because we're all able to do that. We're all able to define ourselves and not be defined by our secrets or by the things that we're shameful over. And if you think that you are defined by those things, just know that that is a lie from the enemy, just to keep you weak and vulnerable. But you could stand amongst the flame and actually take charge of yourself and take charge of your identity and what's in your closet, whether or not those are weapons or skeletons or resources. You lose life force maintaining these illusions that are a byproduct of you keeping these lies and secrets. As a person, your wings cannot ascend if they're tied to these hidden weights in your life. Confession is spiritual chemotherapy, so to speak. Confession, whether that's to God or to yourself or to a loved one or to a stranger, isn't weakness, but it's the start of purification. And in today's culture, that gets misrepresented as weakness, or confide in others with your issues and your secrets and your shortcomings. But it couldn't be further from the truth. These are very powerful actions you could take as a person. And what you reveal over time, the light gets shined upon it. And the darkness from those secrets and those lies and those things that you are keeping flees the scene just due to the magnitude of the light and the exposure that you casted upon them. In James 5:16 it says, "Confess your sins in another one, that you may be healed." Saying, confess your sins, confess the things that you are shameful over. And from that confession, those seeds will multiply and take fruit. And just to go into some talk about vibration and frequency, these things that are not so easily easily quantifiable, but are very real still. Hidden shame vibrates at the same frequency as self-sabotage. If you're attracting chaos, stagnation, toxicity, it's likely that your vibration is tethered by unconcealed truth. Wholeness as a person requires alignment between your spoken life and your secret one, your internal life, your internal dialogue, your internal sense of self. A good principle would be spiritual coherence equals power and disconnection equals weakness. God cannot bless who you pretend to be. Divine favor from God operates through authenticity, not falsity or illusion. You cannot receive healing and abundance if you're wearing a mask. God heals who you truly are, not the image that you put on. Honesty before yourself and others is not humiliation, though the world wants you to think that it is. What it is restoration and beautification. It's reaching a level of harmony and self-alignment. And now we get into some of the actionables that you could start taking to alleviate this shame or these secrets that you might be hiding. One of the most powerful things is to sit in silence and write the things that you're hiding, whether big or small. Write down the things you're hiding from yourself, others, and most importantly, source or God or whatever is above you. Don't edit it. Don't rough draft it. Whatever you write is exposed to the light. Whatever you write, you're going to be able to observe and come to a deeper understanding of why these things are secrets for you, why these things are shameful in the first place, and how many things you are keeping locked away. And this act alone, it begins the process of energetic detoxification. And confess in safe contexts. Tell one friend or trusted mentor the secrets that you've been hiding. This is not for validation, but it's for liberation. And if that's too much to do, which it totally is in some cases, record yourself talking about your secrets and record that confession and then delete it, because just getting it out there in space allows for greater understanding and acknowledgement. Speak it out loud and let that energy move. Physical cleansing mirrors and directly affects spiritual cleansing. They have a very close symbiotic relationship with one another. And this is all symbolic death and rebirth. And not only is it symbolic, but it actually has its talons in our fleshly world. And create a ritual of truth. Each morning when you wake up, say out loud or in your head that you're not going to lie, you're not going to keep these secrets, and you're going to discontinue putting on this mask and identifying yourself with your shame and with your secrets. Tell yourself that you are transparent with yourself and others, and that these lies and these secrets have no weight over you, have no power over you. And what this does is it reprograms your subconscious mind. It reprograms your inner self. And forgive yourself as an act of warfare. Guilt and shame is the hook of the enemy. Forgiveness and rebuction completely dismantles that hook. And once you've confessed, refuse to go back to these secrets. Refuse to harp on these or think about these secrets or lies or shortcomings. And after you have confessed the skeletons in your closet, do not go back to them. Do not conceptualize those skeletons as powerful or important to hold on to and recollect about. They're completely severed from your character and your identity. And in the name of what's good, you will continue out that power with a level of authenticity and greatness for yourself and for others to make you more aligned with who you can be and who you truly are, which is not a person that has shame, which is not a person that has skeletons in the closet. You are a person that people look up to. You will become admirable through your authenticity and through the cleanliness of your soul. You're going to transmutate this shame into discipline and into power for the greater good instead of having the shame poison you. You are not destroyed or defined by what you have done. You are destroyed by what you hide. The longer you bury your darkness, the more it buries you. God can heal any wound you're willing to expose, but he cannot bless a mask. Speak your truth and free your soul, because the only thing sicker than sin is silence. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I had a pleasure making it. If you guys have any ideas, please leave them in the comments and the replies, and I'll definitely get back to them. I hope you guys and gals have a great day, great week, great month, great year, and I will see y'all in the next one.